Hello, welcome to class. In this class, we want to take a review on some of the topics in preparation for our forthcoming exams. And these topics include culture, religion, marriage, naturalization, arms of government, and international organization. First, we'll look at culture, okay? The meaning and types of culture. Even in our country, Nigeria, we know we have various culture and different ethnic groups in Nigeria. First of all, culture is the way of life of a group of people. The way of life of a group of people. So moving on, we're going to see the meaning and the types of culture in Nigeria. Culture is the way of life of a group of people, is the general custom, is the act, is the belief of a particular people. We have the Yorubas, we have the Igbos, we have the Hauses in as a cultural group in Nigeria. And then culture is handed down from one generation to the other. People's way of life include the way they dress, they dance, the food they eat, the language they speak, the religion they practice, and the work they do, which may be farming, hunting. Now, types of culture, there are major two types of culture, which are material culture and non-material culture. So we'll look at the meaning of material culture. Material culture are those parts of culture that we can see, touch, and feel, that the physical object, resources, the space people use to define themselves. Non-material culture are those cultures that we cannot see or hear, but we can hear and feel them. Examples, the language, religion, greetings, dancing, dressing, eating habits. Okay, now process of changing culture and differences. Now we can change culture through education, through discussion, and through dialogue. By education, we can do tales by moonlight, workshops and seminars. We can discuss with like minds, then we can dialogue with people. Now, different languages in Nigeria, there are over 250 different languages in Nigeria. We have the Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Efik, Kenuri, Idoma, Tiv, Fulani, Exan, Awori, Nupe, Urobo, and so on. Now, the cultural preservation is all about the way of maintaining the existing cultural heritage for the present and future generations. So there is need for us to preserve our culture, to preserve our cultural heritage. Now, ways of preserving and maintaining our culture. First is by practicing living together, respect for elders and those in authority, hard working, traditional religion, indigenous food, traditional languages, and chieftaincy title. We can preserve our culture through these forms. Now, part of our culture that needed to be discarded: one, killing of twins, ritual killing, gender discrimination, caste system known as Osu, female circumcision, and tribalism. These are parts of our culture that need to be discarded. The next topic is on religion. We want to look at the religions in Nigeria, okay? Now, the meaning and types of religion. We'll first of all take the meaning of religion. Religion is the belief in a supernatural being called God. Types of religion. We have the Christian religion, the Islam religion, or the traditional religion. Now, Christian, Islam, traditional, these are the three main types of religion. The Christian religion is based on the life and teachings of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Their place of worship is the church. Items of worship is the Bible majorly. You have the anointing oil, hymn books, bells, holy water, and pictures. Now, Islam religion could still be called the Muslim religion. Then you have the traditional religion. It is based on cultural beliefs of gods and goddesses. Their place of worship is the shrine. Objects of worship are living things like dogs, goats. Then you have palm oil, salt, sugars, cola nuts, alligator peppers, shea butter. Moving further, let's look at the concept of marriage, meaning and types of marriage. Okay, meaning and types of marriage. We'll explain the types of marriage, the meaning, characteristics of different forms of marriage. Meaning of marriage. Marriage is a legal union between a man and a woman. The marriage between a husband and a wife helps to make a family. So when a man and a woman comes together, it's a legal union. Types of marriage: monogamy marriage, polygamy marriage, and polyandry marriage. So you can say monogamous marriage, polygamous marriage, and polyandry. These are the three various forms of marriages. Monogamy is a marriage in which a man marries only one wife. So monogamy, this is a marriage in which a man marries only one wife. So this is monogamy. Now we have polygamy. You can see the image of a man that is into a polygamous marriage. So this is a marriage in which a man is married to more than one woman. So in this case, this man in the image before you has 4 wives. So this is an example of a polygamous marriage. Oftentimes it is found with the Muslim, okay, because their religion permits them to marry more than a wife. Now we have polyandry. Polyandry is a marriage in which one woman marries more than one husband. So one woman is married to more than one husband. Moving forward, we want to look at the meaning of citizenship and the types of citizenship. But before we go into it, we'll see the meaning of a citizen. Who is a citizen? Okay, now a citizen is someone who legally comes from a country. A Nigerian citizen is a person whose parents come from Nigeria or obtain Nigerian citizenship by birth, registration, or naturalization. Okay, so the right of being a citizen of a country is known as citizenship. So, meaning of citizenship. Citizenship is the right of being a citizen of a country. So, if you are from Nigeria, you are a citizen of Nigeria. If your parents are from Nigeria and you are giving birth to by your parents, you are a citizen of a Nigeria. Rights of a citizen: the right to life and education, the right to personal freedom, the right to fair hearing, the right to private family life, and the right to adopt a religion. Others include freedom of speech, freedom of worship. Now, types of citizenship. Okay, the following are ways to gain citizenship in Nigeria: 1, by birth; 2, by registration; and 3, by naturalization. All these types of citizenship, okay, are the various forms in which one could become a citizen of a country. Now, let's look at the meaning of citizenship by naturalization. It's the process of acquiring citizenship through legal process of acquiring citizenship through legal process, especially if a foreigner comes into Nigeria. If he wants to become a citizen of Nigeria, it will be through this process known as naturalization. Let's look at arms of government. Arms of government. First, the meaning of government. What is government? Okay, now a government is a group of people who are selected or appointed to rule a country or a state. A government is a group of people who are selected or appointed to rule a country or a state. Government has power over its citizens. Now, for checks and balances, we have arms of government. They include the executive, the legislative, and the judiciary. The legislative makes the law, the judiciary interprets the law, and the executive executes the law. So these are the 3 arms of government. They are there for checks and balances so that all the excesses from one arm will be checked by another arm. Okay. So you have the governors, the president, the councillors, chairmen and chairwomen, heads of local governments, they are the executive. The next is on international organization. An international organization is an organization active in more than one country. Okay, these organizations cannot command countries and citizens in a way a government of that country can. So we are going to look at some of these organizations. You have the African Union, AU. African Union, it has its headquarters at Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Okay, you have United Nations Organization, UNO. Then you have United Nations Children's Fund, the United Nations Population Fund. Then you have United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, UNCTAD. You have World Health Organization, WHO. You have International Labour Organization, ILO. You have International Community of the Red Cross. You have World Trade Organization, WTO. You have World Meteorological Organization, WMO. World International Property Organization, WIPO. You have the UN Women, UW. You have Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD. You have United Nations Industrial Development Organization, UNIDO. You have Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC. International Monetary Fund, IMF. You have the World Bank. You have Amnesty International. You have Commonwealth Organizations, Commonwealth of Nations, International Court of Justice, ICJ, Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO. You have the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO. Thank you for watching this video. Please be encouraged to attempt the examination questions on the portal. Wishing you success in your forthcoming exams. Be good.